So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the funnel that you need, whether you're selling info or you're selling a coaching offer, whatever it is. So first off, we have traffic. So this can be anything like your Instagram Reels, your YouTube Shorts, your TikToks, and ideally, this kind of content has to be targeted towards your ICP so that the people that you attract with that content is very direct and high quality, because you don't want to just attract anybody. So then after that, with that organic content, that's one piece of it. You can have a link in bio that goes to your Discord, or you can also funnel your the people from YouTube or TikTok like over to your Instagram page, and then with that Instagram page, you can set appointments in the DMs. So that's with the organic. Then we have paid ads. Paid ads is basically feeding the organic content, because when people see that you have organic content already and they see that you already have like a whole page dedicated to teaching them like what you're helping them achieve, it helps a lot. So these two combined is very powerful. And your ads could be anything like Instagram ads, like Instagram DM ads. So Instagram ads that basically gets people to send you a DM, and then you set appointments in the inbox. Another one is TikTok. So TikTok ads can either be funneled towards your Instagram page and then or to your Instagram inbox, or you can funnel you can funnel the people from your TikTok ads over to your free Discord, the free section of your Discord. And then Facebook ads, that's another thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know much about Facebook ads, but Instagram and TikTok ads, those are the way. That's a way to go. If you're selling info on how to make money online or how to make money in general. But then we have YouTube. So on YouTube, you can have three types of content, same as these, basically educational content, inspirational content, and personal content. So educational content, I'm sure you know what that is or what it looks like. Inspirational content, you're basically inspiring people by talking about your story or talking about some stuff that you went through and how you overcame it. And then another form of content for YouTube can also be personal content. So stuff like behind the scenes or a day in the life of a 100K per month trader, whatever it is. And when we actually go back to the educational content, I want to flip that to expertise. So expertise, within expertise, there is educational and credibility. So educational content, you're basically teaching people like what to do, how they can do something, like what steps they should take to basically achieve what you're trying to teach them. You can also have interviews or like credibility videos that basically shows people that you actually like help others with what you're offering. So student interviews or client case studies or student case studies, that is a very powerful thing or asset to have on your YouTube channel. And again, YouTube is like the most it's like the most potent audience that you can have, because with your YouTube channel, people go on YouTube to mostly to just educate themselves, right? So it's going to be much higher in terms of conversion rates when it comes to your YouTube channel. So again, your YouTube channel, you want to funnel that either to the inbox or to your Instagram, or you can also funnel your YouTube channel down to the free section of your Discord and also your VSL page. So from there, now let's get into the funnel. So here we have the inbox, right? This is where you're setting appointments to basically just either get people to buy the mentorship offer that you're offering, like the high ticket mentorship, or if people are unqualified for the mentorship, then or when you're talking to them, when you're talking to these people in the inbox, you should always pre-qualify them. But basically, if they're unqualified, you funnel them to the free Discord, the free section of the Discord, and then from there, we have the free section of the Discord, where you're basically like nurturing people into either buying your paid membership or my bad, or buying the mentorship. So that's another one right there. So I'm gonna write down upsell. So you're hosting live events, group calls, you're dropping free sauce. Maybe if you're running a trading Discord, then you're gonna send out free signals like every single week, just to get these people like how would I say it? Get them to stay. And keep them wanting like more. Like you're enticing them to buy your membership or your mentorship with these these free gems. So from there, after you have this nurturing sequence where you're hosting live events, webinars as well. That's another thing that we're going to talk about. Free sauce. You're basically going to funnel these people towards the paid membership with the VSL landing page, and once people actually buy this paid membership, then you can also upsell these people to your mentorship. So ideally, your mentorship should only have like 7 to 10 spots open to basically have some scarcity like added onto it, so that people actually take action and they can buy, or they can actually pay you like full price for your high ticket offer. So anywhere from like $3,000 to probably, who knows, $20,000, depending on what it is that you're teaching. Depending on what it is that you're teaching people. So I would say another thing as well with the mentorship. So up here, if you're setting appointments on the Instagram page and people actually qualify for the mentorship and they sign up for the mentorship, you can also downsell them to the paid membership as well. That's another thing that you can do. But that's the entire funnel here. Now, some other stuff that we have on the side. So first off, we have Instagram stories. So your Instagram page, that's another thing. You want to have stories, or you want to be posting stories every single day to just nurture people, because on Instagram, people watch stories much more than they watch like actual content. So we also have story campaigns. These are like campaigns that you would run, like strategically designed to entice people to sign up for your mentorship, send you a DM, or if you're having like a massive discount on your paid membership, then you can also entice people on that with story campaigns. So that's Instagram stories right there. And then after that, let's talk about closers, dialers, just like the sales side. So for closers, you're gonna have high ticket closers that actually help you sell your mentorship offer. Because if you're doing it yourself, and let's say you book like 90 calls in one day, right? I'm very sure you're not gonna want to do that on your own. I mean, maybe you will, maybe you're that crazy. But if you want to spend your time on other things, then ideally you're going to have closers that actually close these mentorship offers for you. So then we have dialers. So basically, these are people that just call every single person that fills out your mentorship application, and that's another way to basically just have more conversions for your mentorship offer, and just get people to actually, take action. So then after that, we have appointment setters, like we mentioned up here, ideally for Instagram. These appointment setters on Instagram are going to book your appointments for your mentorship, and they're also going to funnel the unqualified prospects to the Discord membership. And another thing as well, we also have closers up here too. So basically, same thing I mentioned here, selling unqualified mentorship prospects. And, or actually, my bad, I should rewrite that. It should actually be upselling free members on the paid membership. So that's the sales side right there. Two other things we have here. So webinars, right? These can be very highly converting, depending on how you actually run it. But for the webinars, of course, you're gonna have the script, you're gonna have the presentation laid out, and to actually like convert people on this webinar, you're gonna need email campaigns, you're gonna need Instagram story campaigns. You're also ideally gonna have to entice people in your free Discord or your Discord group. So that goes for paid members, free members. You're basically just gonna send announcements that notify people about your webinar or your upcoming webinar. And another thing you could do is you can have like a separate Instagram channel or a separate Telegram channel as well to basically just have a campaign behind that. And you can see like with this, when you launch webinars, like it can be very highly converting. You can upsell these webinar registrants either to your paid membership or your high ticket offer. Because again, like these webinars, people are going there strictly to just learn they're going there strictly to learn how they can go from A to B or A to Z with whatever you're teaching them. So if you're teaching people how to, let's say, how to close their first wholesaling deal, right? Or whatever it is, you're going to help them, like you're going to lay out the steps that they need to take from A to B, like in detail in this webinar. So it seems like you're giving them a bunch of free value, but at the same time, you're not, because you're not telling them how to do it. You're just telling them what to do, but you're giving them the steps. And after that webinar, they have 3 options. They could just walk away, do nothing. They can walk away and try to do it on themselves, like by themselves, but it's going to be very difficult and it's going to take a lot of time. Or the third option, after they watch the webinar, is to actually work with you and sign up for your mentorship or just your paid membership. But lastly, we have email marketing. So I didn't put this in the funnel because it would just look way too complex. But email marketing, that's another very powerful channel to just get this flywheel, like this whole ecosystem, just completely dialed in. So email marketing, it's like you're talking to them one-on-one. Basically, you can contact these people at any time. Like I've been in email lists. Like I remember being subscribed to this email list that would send emails like five times a day when they were launching products or when they were launching some sort of new offer. And that's really the power behind email marketing, because the people that sign up for it, ideally, they already have a problem that they want to solve. And in these emails should be like insightful. So I'm gonna write that down real quick. So ideally, these emails should be insightful and they should like shift their beliefs or shift your ICPs, like limiting beliefs or false beliefs, false solutions, whatever it is. The whole purpose of emails is just to get people to like shift their mindset or shift their perspective. And that gets people to buy, believe it or not. But in this email marketing funnel, I have no idea why I didn't write this down, but you're gonna have a lead magnet. So that lead magnet can be, maybe it can be the Discord, maybe it can be the webinar, but ideally, maybe it can be like a Notion course or some sort of like educational email course as your lead magnet. So I'm actually gonna write that down real quick. All right, so yeah, your lead magnet can be an educational email course, it can be a Notion guide, it can also be an ebook, it can be a physical book if you actually write a physical book. That can be great. And another thing too, if you're running ads, like let's say you're running ads to the webinar or running ads to the physical lead magnet book, you can actually charge people like for the webinar, or you can charge people for that like physical book, and it's basically going to cover your ad spend. So every person that so let's say your cost per lead when you're running ads is like, I don't know, $7, let's say, and your webinar or your physical book is $7. Like they have to pay $7 to register for the webinar, or they have to pay $7 to get the book. You can basically cover your ad spend with that, and then also funnel them from that webinar or from the physical book to this entire funnel. So there's a lot of different ways that you can like mix this this whole thing around, this entire funnel, to really just like have a like an insane flywheel or an insane ecosystem that just prints you money like on like every single day on autopilot, like while you sleep. Like it's crazy, because this is the entire like funnel to actually get you to like 8 figures, you know. Like we're not talking about 6 figures, 7 figures. Like this can be an 8-figure funnel if it's all executed the right way. But because again, there's so many moving components to it, and there's even more that I have to learn. Like I'm gonna keep learning even more, and eventually it's just gonna be like insane, like the most insane funnel you've ever seen. But back to email marketing, right? Your lead magnet, that's the very first thing to actually collect people's emails, and then from there we have nurturing sequences. So before that, actually, you're gonna have welcome sequences. So like basically introducing people as to like who you are, what you do, why they should trust you. And in the nurturing sequences, you're gonna teach people, or you're gonna educate people on the new opportunity, like what you're actually teaching them. You're also gonna, what's the word? You're also going to educate them on like what steps they can take, what they can do, or what they need to learn, like whatever it is. You're just educating them on the new opportunity and why it's important to take action on it. So another thing, we have sales sequences. So this is just like enticing people to actually buy into your offer. So maybe you can have like an automatic discount code towards the end of this sequence for your paid membership, or you can also like have some urgency behind your high ticket mentorship offer, so that you can how would I say it, so that you can just get like more booked calls that way, and it's much more like qualified and high quality because these people actually went through this entire sequence, right? Because it's like 3 parts or 4 parts if you include the lead magnet. So these people are very like highly qualified at this point. But then after that, lastly, we're going to have email broadcasts. And with these email broadcasts, you can funnel them towards the, well, actually, hold up. Yeah. So with these email broadcasts, you're gonna send them out 2 to 5 times a week, and with these broadcasts, you can send them to anything. Like you can send them to your YouTube. You can send them to your paid Discord. You can send them to your Instagram. You can send them to your mentorship offer. Like these broadcasts, you're gonna send them out like 2 to 5 times a week, and you don't even have to like come up with new ideas. Like you can literally just repurpose your content and write an email about that content in a way that changes people's perspective, and literally just link it like in the email, and then funnel them towards that content that you already had. So yeah, like this is a lot. I know I stuttered like quite a bit because there's so much to so much to explain. But yeah, this is like my entire breakdown of the like full stack funnel.